don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
Alrighty. I kind of want this thing. I gotta wait. If there was something expensive I was trying to get for her. That's very true for her. Here it is. The derivation is probably good. Why not? Alrighty. So we got a new sword. Let's do the side quest we have first. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do all of them. I can probably do the stag one now. I can see if I can do this one again.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Danon uprising in Calaglia, the Crown Contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time, the fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Hey, Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Huh? That cat...
I guess...
Great!
Nice.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You...
Whoa!
Pancakes!
And then she has to come along and...
It's worse.
Hey, you're looking a little red. There.
Maybe level 60. 60. It's just this one next.
Working up a fever or... Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Hey, Alphen, you mind if we take a bit of a detour?
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cyslodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Hootle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hootle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hootle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hootle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hootle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hootle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Get off of me, you insecure fluffball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Alright, I'm gonna save here. Since there was like 3 skits here. Okay, now let's do this.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
You just had to make things difficult for us, didn't you?
What are you muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt.
Don't worry. I'll have this wrapped up in a flash.
By the power of water!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
This one keeps charging them!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Gun! I'll leave it to you! You are flame inside me, yearn to be let free!
Resonate with the
Ignite!
Stalagmite!
Blow away!
You apart!
Raining flash! Blow away!
Negative
You're mine! Struck!
Freeze laser!
Take it! Blow away! You're mine! Raining flash! Blow away!
Far enough!
I'm ready! Doubly! In an instant! Impact block!
What did I tell you? Don't get in our way!
Raining flash! Blow away! Raining flash!
What the? Flames?
Watch out! It's changing its attack! Dance in the wind!
Flame inside me yearns to be let free! I'm knocked up!
Get on in there with the other! A chain between... Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
Ah!
rotating
Annihilation!
Raining flash! Blow away!
There you go! Don't let up!
They smite with blackened blade.
Execution! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust!
Here I come!
Healing circle!
Blow away!
I owe you, Dion. Healing is what my arts do.
What the fuck?
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Only land! Chain between heaven and earth. A wailing hand shield in here. I'll heal you all. I'll be saving this one. Healing circle.
All right. Down.
You're mine!
Oh, sparkling stars of light. Rain down and
Raining flash! Blow away! Raining flash!
I never miss. Getting stronger.
No further! Switching up its movements! Watch out!
The enemy is going all out. Sleep well.
Negative
This thing is
I couldn't make
been
it
raging
in time.
super early.
Imbued it, don't get carried away.
Handle it. Dance in the wind of corruption. Gemini, I'll get you all tucked away.
Not done yet!
Annihilation. I can do this all day.
Now I can carve through armor! Here I come!
Another incantation ruined.
Raining flash! Blow away! This one's all mine!
To everlasting darkness. Negative gate. Rending you apart.
Lightning orb.
Ignite!
Bloody howling.
Raining flash! Blow away! Raining flash! Blow away!
Raging star.
Breath of life. The earth to
Far beyond the darkest skies. I call upon thee.
shattering the pieces.
No! Can't end here!
Don't leave me.
Rending you apart. Bloody howling. On your
Here goes. Dance in the wind from steel.
stalagmite.
Let's get you all tucked away.
I owe you one.
Beckon into everlasting darkness. Negative gate.
Oh my god, dude. It's still it one shots me. I guess we will not do that yet. Um,
Finally. If only we could have
Yeah, just got it.
Hey! Yay!
All right.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renin overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know! I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Xion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
So now we'll hear someone.
Maybe something's going on in the forest. I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Yeah! Hey! Yeah!
I get. Thanks.
Huh?
Well, alright.
All right.
Got it.
I think these quests I'm not supposed to do till later. I think I'm supposed to go do my main quest.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Dohalim pancakes!
Huh?
Delectable, ineffable Dohalim pancakes! Get them while they're hot!
That's quite the sales pitch.
This is all new to me as well, I assure you.
Why, if it isn't Lord Dohalim himself! Care for a pancake, my lord?
Might as well have some while we're here.
Indeed. However, I'm not sure how I feel about eating my own visage in front of the populace.
At least let me show you how to make them! I'll also teach you the most important part, how to draw Lord Dohalim.
Oh, this sounds like pure gold. I'm game.
Hey, we should make some pancakes pancakes right now.
They were drawing Dohalim's face back there. That seems like a handy trick to keep in your back pocket.
The recipe's light on ingredients, and a little extra work could bring the flavor right out.
Great! Then let's make some together. Our very own personalized pancakes.
Sure, I got this.
You're out, Alphen. I don't need spicy pancakes. You're out too, Kisara. You'd win easily.
Win what? Is it a competition?
Yes! A contest between me, Shion, and Dohalim.
Wait, what? I'm more of an eating specialist.
You can say that again.
I accept any and all challenges.
Great. Then I'll be the judge.
I can gather the ingredients.